Hi Manifestors, Meera Allen here with your Manifesting Destiny Moon Update. We're going to get straight into this new moon in Gemini. I'm going to read you guys the times. For New York, it's on the 18th of June at 37 minutes past midnight. And LA, it's the 17th of June at 9:37 p.m. Sydney, Australia, 18th of June at 2:37 in the afternoon. And London, UK, 18th of June at 5:37 a.m. So, new moon in Gemini. You know, the air sign, the twins, the duality, the conversations, the inner dialogue. That's been something I've been really focusing on so much in this last few days on this lead up to this new moon in Gemini. Happy birthday for Gemini season as well. And so right before this reading or this moon update, I did a card just beforehand and I asked in my inner space, in my higher self, to my higher guides, what is it that you guys really need to know? What is the message that needs to come across? And I wanted to be somewhat prepared, how very Gemini of me, conversations in my mind beforehand. So you could see some cards all behind me. And what was interesting, Gemini air sign, I picked the air guardian sign. Shift your perception. And look at her hair blowing in the wind, and she's powerful and she's intelligent, and she's got the element of air all around her, the clouds and her hair and her wings. It's just knowing. And there's something about Gemini. You guys are such quick conversations. You're so intelligent. You've got so much of an analytical, amazing gift that you're born with. And that is all air, that is all mind. So I wasn't surprised when I got the Air Guardian card, Shift Your Perception. So I'm going to just have a little read to you guys about what it says. The message is, change the way you think and you can change your whole reality. The Air Guardian represents the angels of the air element. Traditionally, air is all about thoughts, thinking, and everything that's happening within the mind. So these angels can help you to overcome your thoughts that have come back to haunt you from the past and allow you to see the world more clearly. They are guiding you to change the way you think about certain situations, as this could be standing between you and your greatness. When this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You are being guided to recognize that not all you see is exactly the way you see it. Sometimes your mind can play games, sometimes your perceptions could be wrong. If you are being challenged or feel that there's a lack of clarity or direction in your life at the moment, there's a good chance that the way you're thinking or what you're focusing on has a lot to do with what your reality is. You are being guided to open your eyes and open your mind, go beyond any limits that you've set for yourself, and recognize that the way you see the world is how you will experience the world. Yes, manifestors. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only open up for you if you are ready to do the internal work to support them. And this really resonates with what I've been focusing on about inner dialogue. Every time we have these conversations in our mind, that's what's creating our reality. If we have the power to harness what's in our mind, consciously direct it and write it down, whether you're writing it down as goals, whether you're writing it down as just your imagination of your dream, whether you write it down just as a whimsical journaling that you feel like writing about, and you're going to draw it in closer just because you're setting your mind and your inner dialogue on that which it is that you wish to create. I talk about that in a lot of my manifesting videos that I do in between these moon updates. And this is no different than really focusing your new moon intentions with clear mind, with a clear intention, and with those goals written down. Another part of this moon update that I really wanted to share with you guys is your I am affirmation. Lately, personally, I've been feeling like I'm revamping my I am. I'm looking at who I am, who I want to be, what I want to do, and I'm taking some time away overseas just to sit on a beach in Thailand and rest and rejuvenate and have the spaciousness I'm actually going to sit and do my own vocal confidence course because there's a lot of information in that course. And I thought, oh, I need to go and do some of those deeper modules and do the exercises and the journal writing that are in that course. So, little shameless plug for my vocal confidence course. Of course, I'll put the link in the description box. So, your inner dialogue, number one, super important. But number two, writing it down. What is it that you actually want to achieve? What do you want to do? Where do you want to see yourself going? How do you see it looking like? And the other thing is, you don't have to worry about the actual steps of how you're going to get there and how you're going to do it. You don't need to know those details. Instead, just writing it out and letting yourself be communicating it and putting it into your subconscious somehow, some way. And whether that's writing down for you right now, this new moon is an awesome time to write things down or type things or write yourself a letter. And then the third and most, I think the most important thing, which is what I was trying to get to before, but my mind went ahead, I am affirmations. What is your I am affirmation that you've been using consciously or subconsciously in your mind? Is it time to really rethink your I am affirmation? I do an entire module in my vocal confidence course about the I am affirmation and how you find congruency between the I am in your brain and the I am in your heart and how that actually becomes you. You know, I am a singer. I am a teacher. I am wise. You know, like I have all these I ams that are in me, and is that congruent to my heart? You know, and that's something that I really worked on, not just recently, but in the last few years, really been working on that. And one of the other affirmations that I use every morning is, what is good for my soul's agenda? Show me and I will follow that. An open-ended statement or question. And you allow the universe to guide you through your day. And you allow those inner dialogues with your higher self. There's all these inner dialogues that are going on all the time. There's the inner dialogue between your brain and your heart. You know, what is your brain thinking versus what is your heart really feeling? So there's that inner dialogue. There's the inner dialogue just within the analysis of the mind. And then there's the inner dialogue between what you actually connect to as your higher self, whether you call that God or source energy or the quantum field or Buddha, Allah, Krishna, whatever, Christ, whatever you want to call that inner dialogue. Who are you having? That higher self, your ancestors, nature herself, the earth, the air, the clouds look amazing today, the sky, you know, Mother Earth, Father Sky, Grandma Moon. Like, who are you having that's inner dialogues, those inner questioning? You know, I always do that when I go in the ocean. Yamaja, the goddess of the ocean, the goddess of the sea. You know, what is that for you in your inner dialogue when you are connecting to your higher self? How does that help you shift your perceptions around your life? I know personally I'm having such a massive shift about how I want to spend my days, how I want to spend my hours, how I want to spend my life. And this is what my inner dialogue is starting to have, these massive perception shifts. You have accomplished so much through the power of manifestation. And coupling that with taking action and having really, really small little bite-sized goals, you know, like selling art or opening a gallery or closing the gallery or having many clients, to reducing my client load, to doing more sound work, doing more healing work, doing more meditation, doing a lot more singing. So I've manifested so much in my life, and now I'm having this massive shift to go, well, what's next? You know, what is next for you really? And where does that come from? The higher conversation, the higher inner dialogue that is guiding us to express our life, ourselves, our enjoyment, our learning, our growth, our gifts, our abilities that we can share. So really look at this new moon as a really beautiful time to have those deeper inner conversations with the self. And how can you challenge your perceptions, change your perceptions? I mean, for me, I have to physically leave my environment, leave the winter and go to the warm places of Thailand, or sometimes just sit in my Tesla and listen to audio tapes and feel comfy with the heating seats on and go, this is what I need to do, and go into our inner dialogue in a place where you feel like you can go into those beautiful corners of your mind that are much more expansive, and shift your perception to the reality that you really do want to live. Go beyond just the heart-mind connection and go into that connection with source energy. And if that means listening to music in your car, if that means going out with the friends, and last night I had dinner with some awesome friends and we had really great conversations about manifesting, and my friend typed up all the things that he wants to manifest in detail, and he wrote all of his dreams and he typed it up and had it a printed piece of paper to look at. You know, how powerful is that? So shout out Eddie Goodchild. And really feel where you can shift your perception and open those little windows of your mind and use that air guardian. I really love this. Like, look at that. Use the power of your air guardian within yourself. And the power of the word, you know, the word is a vibration. It goes through air. When you sing lyrics of a song, you are manifesting those things into your being. My Bluetooth just spoke to me. So you are manifesting that connection as you speak it into existence. You might seem like a crazy person. Speak in the shower. Anyway, that is my moon update for today. Happy manifesting, happy journal writing, happy inner dialogue shifting, and happy new moon in Gemini. Let those twins have a great conversation with you inside. Namaste.